Indonesia and South Korea aim to complete negotiations for the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, or IKCPA, this year to boost bilateral trade and other economic relations. Talking about trade relation, Indonesia and South Korea have a good relationship when it comes to economic sectors, and I will give you some data about this from the Ministry of Trade regarding total trade of Indonesia and South Korea from 2014 to 2018. We're going to see the first data. This is the total trade of Indonesia with South Korea from the year of 2014 to 2018. The year of 2014, the value had reached 22,448 million US dollar, but the total value of the investment or trade from Indonesia to Korea, or the trade bilateral relationship between two countries, are experiencing a downfall in 2015 to 2016. But the trend is kind of going up from 2017 to 2018. The value of the total trade had reached 16,322 million US dollar and 18,621 US dollar. Bilateral trade volume and Korean foreign direct investment or FDI to Indonesia has dynamic fluctuation. Both South Korea and Indonesia are influential trade partners for each other, while Indonesia has been an important place for Korean foreign direct investment for a long time. As we see, based on the data, specifically if we talk regarding oil and gas export, Indonesia has exported oil and gas sectors to South Korea in massive number. And we're going to see the data, oil and gas export volume of Indonesia to South Korea from 2014 to 2018. As we can see from the data, it's quite fluctuative. The highest number, as you can see from the data, is on the 2014. The total volume of the trade in oil and gas sector had reached 4.8 billion US dollar, but the number kept decreasing. And in 2018, the number is, showing the uptrend movement. The oil and gas export volume reached 2.02 billion US dollar. By the range of 2014 to 2018, 2014 was the highest among of all, within 4.8 billion US dollar. Oil and gas sector was exported from Indonesia to South Korea. But however, the number was free falling into 2.2 billion US dollar in the next year, which is 2015 next year. In 2016 also experienced a downturn to be 1.7 billion US dollar. But the number had slightly increased by 2017, which was 1.8 billion US dollar. And in the end, by the last year, in 2018, the number went hiking to be 2.02 billion dollar. Now let's talk about non-oil and gas sectors. South Korean business are seeking out a bigger role in Indonesia as they face tough competition against neighboring countries that have a greater presence in Southeast Asia's largest consumer market. 3 South Korean manufacturing companies ensure their commitment to keep investing in Indonesia. The investment commitment will be formulated both through new and current projects. The 3 manufacturing companies, namely Lotte Group, Chiljedang or CJ Group, and Hyundai Group. And we're going to see the data. These are 3 South Korean companies that having the investment relation with Indonesia. The first one is CJ, Hyundai, and of course Lotte. Hyundai for now works with PT Teregra Asia Energy in the Tenom 2 and 3 hydropower plants. The investment value in the project reaches to 800 million US dollar. Hyundai will work for PT Sufindo Adiusaha with the investment value in the chemical plant reach up to 200 million US dollar. Lotte Group is building a petrochemical plant with an investment reaching 4 billion US dollar in Cilegon, and it is estimated that the group's total investment in Indonesia reaches 1.2 billion US dollar. CJ Group, as producer of monosodium glutamate lysine and animal feed, which has invested since 1988, has invested 1.3 billion US dollar into its business in the country so far, has some 14,000 employees. After seeing enormous bilateral trade between both countries, of course, it will not stop there. Let's see another data. The next data will be the statement of Joko Widodo at joint press conference in Seoul 2018. He said that we have set a target for our bilateral trade to reach 30 billion US dollar by 2022. Many opportunities will come as President of Indonesia, Joko Widodo, have set a target for bilateral trade to reach 30 billion US dollar by 2022. South Korea and Indonesia have agreed to strengthen bilateral ties and boost people-to-people exchange, while their leaders expressed determination to increase bilateral trade to 30 billion US dollar within the next 5 years. For now, trade between the two countries amounted to more than 18 billion US dollar last year, having increased since 2017, which was 16 billion US dollar. During their last summit in Jakarta in 2018, they agreed to upgrade their countries' bilateral relationship to a special strategic partnership aimed at accelerating industrialization in Indonesia, increase economic and trade ties, and people-to-people exchange. Despite both countries' good economic cooperation, two sector also becomes the exceptional sector for both countries. And we're going to see the next data. This one is about Indonesia-South Korea tourism from January to February 2019, the number of visitors from Indonesia to South Korea, and also from Korea to South Korea to Indonesia, also experiencing the inclining trend. And by 2017, during a meeting between President Joko Widodo and President Moon Jae-in in Bogor, West Java, both presidents agreed Indonesia and South Korea to intensify cooperation and promote bilateral tourism by facilitating more direct flights and simplifying visa procedures for Indonesian tourists. As a result, in 2019, as many as 36,957 visits recorded from Indonesia to South Korea, as Central Bureau of Statistics stated that by the data of January to February 2019, massive visits are caused by several reasons. One of the unique reasons is that widespread popularity of Korean entertainment and culture, which are so-called K-pop. And stay tuned on Market Headlines, because we'll be right back after the break.